Welcome back, partners, to SoCal's best iconic movie locations. The 1939 Civil War epic Gone with the Wind was shot in Culver City, California, on the backlot of Culver City Studios, at that time known as Selznick International.
He shot me. He shot me.
Who did?
He's a leg back. He's back there in the alley somewhere.
This is where James Arness, playing Sheriff Matt Dillon, started filming his Gunsmoke episodes here in 1955. There's another hot spot for TV shows and movies these days. That's in the Inland Empire. Here's my partner, Glenn Ross.
Are you a fan of Hollywood films? Have you ever seen Jim Carrey in Yes Man?
Does I have some carry-on here? Like 2 tickets on the first plane out of here, please.
How about Martin Lawrence in College Road Trip?
The flight to D.C., has it left yet?
Sorry, sir, I'm afraid you've missed it.
Or Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality 2?
You might consider a tic-tac.
They all have scenes shot in airports, specifically the LA Ontario Airport. That's right, when filmmakers need an airport, they come to Ontario. As the airport's Director of Community Relations, Maria Tesaro Furman has seen her fair share of movies and TV shows shot here during the last 6 years.
This wall here was painted on to look like a wall that was exploded.
That was for an episode of TV's 24. As was this exploding van outside Terminal 1. Built in the 1960s, Terminal 1 has been non-operational for years. That means that movie makers can come in, dress the place up, and not interfere with the traveling public.
Terminal 1 is multi-use. It can be turned into whatever airport or whatever backdrop that a producer or director needs it to be. It's very versatile.
Versatile enough to appeal to Steven Spielberg when a 60s-style airport was needed for his film Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks.
Some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay.
LA Ontario International Airport has been every airport in the United States except Ontario.
For a more modern look, filmmakers moved to Terminal 2, as seen in the movie Red Eye.
Excuse me, you're letting them go, but we've been standing here for over an hour? How does that happen?
Sir, if we don't rebook them, they'll miss their flight.
Oh, so it doesn't matter that you canceled my first flight and then rerouted me twice.
Easy, fella. No reason to get impatient. Remember, this is a film-friendly airport.
We want to accommodate as many film productions as we can. Again, the rates at Ontario is relatively very inexpensive. We also work with the Inland Empire Film Commission to make sure that filming does continue on here in the Inland Empire.
But the airport attracts film producers with more than just terminals. This hangar houses a retired 727. It will never fly again, but now it's a star. Currently undergoing a new paint job, its exterior and interior have been used for movies, television, and commercials.
And they paint it to make it look like whatever aircraft they want it to be, but it's a very popular plane. It doesn't fly, it has no engine, but it's mainly used as a backdrop.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The passenger chairs are not bolted in. This makes them easily removable for crew, camera, and equipment.
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we're doing a weekend Tahiti.
So, the next time you fly out of Ontario, take a look around. If it all looks a little familiar, you may have seen it before on the silver screen. From Ontario, this is Glenn Ross.
Thank you, Glenn. Renaud Valuze, it's my understanding, as we mentioned earlier, Gunsmoke, the first episode, was filmed right here in 1955.
September 10th, to be exact. And Matt Dillon, he's standing right here. And the bad guys over here they're having a gunfight. And he shoots him, and he rolls over and dies right there.
But he doesn't really die.
He didn't really die. Because it was called Matt Gets It. That's the very first episode.
Now, are you aware that John Wayne was the one that really set this show up for James Arness?
Well, when I first heard about the show Gunsmoke, I knew there was only one man to play in it, James Arness. He's a young fella and maybe new to some of you, but I've worked with him and I predict he'll be a big star. So you might as well get used to him, like you've had to get used to me.
And he was like 6'7", big, massive fella. And he'd come out here as a big guy, and he was really intimidating to all these guys that was littler.
Chester.
Huh?
All right, I'll talk to Ledbetter. I'll see him.
Yeah, sure. You do that. How many times a body have to get shot for the bleeding anyway?
Hey, we're going to go out to Agua Dulce and look at some incredible rock formations that are used as backdrops. Here's Lauren Lister.
The rocks have been dated to 30 million to 25 million years old.
Well, the geological formation is just really pretty.
North of Los Angeles, just a short drive up the 14 freeway, are Vasquez Rocks. You may recognize them from TV shows like Medium or movies like The Flintstones.
Chance of meteor showers.
It was also an old bandito hideout in the 1800s, but today the park offers more than just old lore and Hollywood backdrops.
Want to go for a climb?
All right, 15 miles of hiking, horseback riding, and picnicking are all free for the taking, and all of the rocks are yours for the scaling.
You just, lace up your shoes and have at it.
We did just that and made the trek up the 150-foot main rock, and you can too.
Everybody can do it, but it definitely has its stumbling blocks.
So watch your step, drink plenty of water, and keep your hands and feet where you can see them to avoid critters like rattlesnakes around here.
I have to say the best part about making the hike up Vasquez Rock is the view from the top.
You can see this whole park from this spot known as the Saddle, and the truly daring can go up to the tip top like we did, and it's all downhill from there.
Now, Chris, you said the most difficult part of this hike isn't actually going up, right?
Yes, it's going down.
But walking like a duck or a crab are tricks to make your way down. And for help getting to the park or to find out what else it has to offer, visit lacountyparks.org. In Agua Dulce, I'm Lauren Lister.
I don't work here no more, Si. Understand?
It's kill you or let you go. Could I make it with you dead?
This is where actor Powers Booth ran the Bella Union Saloon in the HBO hit series Deadwood. It's also where one of my favorite musical acts, John Fogerty, recently did a music video, When Will I Be Loved? Now for a little more movie trivia. Now for a little more movie trivia. Where was the classic 1968 science fiction picture Planet of the Apes filmed? We'll be back with the answer right after this break.